So actually, Liz told me that last Monday is actually supposed to be my turn chairing.
Oh yeah. Okay. So your chair then.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
So I'm supposed to be chairing.
Okay. Vidi, your chair. Then I will be secretary. And oh my God, I just realized we don't have any notes for for the secretary. This chapter doesn't have a
Oh,
tradition.
we do, sir. We do, right?
We do. Oh,
We
all
do.
right.
Yeah, we always read it
At the
at
end.
the
Okay,
end.
good, good, good. I'm smoking crack. Thank you for getting me off my crack pipe. Okay, there it is. I found it. RM meeting notes, and this is Wednesday, May 27th. Okay. Let's see. I said I'd start on the 15th. Let me just ping Lilith real quick so that
Right.
we can hopefully start a little bit earlier. Lilith, the meeting already ended. Uh, can come to slash Bukit Vista now, please. Okay. All right. So, oh yeah, just as a heads up, there's a owners 3C meeting this evening.
Oh yeah.
The
Fabian
finance.
told me. Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'll attend the meeting. Yeah.
okay, yeah, up to you. Either you or Lilith will be fine. I
Yep.
think it's
Yep.
been a
Yep.
while since you see some of the owners, so this will be good to sort of
Yep. No
see
worries.
you again.
Also, I'll be interviewing two candidates.
I heard. Yeah,
One on Friday,
great.
and one I'm still contacting the other one, but we've set one appointment with an ITB student on Friday.
That's awesome, right? Yeah, we're getting good blood in the hood. Hey, Lewis,
Yep.
welcome. Sorry about the mismatch. I over budgeted the time to finish the last networking session. We had a pretty good mentor just in the last talk, so that went a little bit past. But okay, so thank you for being flexible, and let's go ahead and begin. So I am the
Yep. So I'll be chairing today. Thank you for coming to the Scrum meeting. Mr. Secretary, if you have prepared the meeting notes, I'll start the meeting now. Those are from RMY0, and according to the activity list, there is no update regarding it. For RMU0, it's still under development through Figma, and as it's written in the card, the due date is May 29th. And for the popular listing for Russian market, it's a task. I have I have attached the document, and I have tagged Keisha, right?
yes.
Right? Yes. So it's just a little summary. It's not as huge as the quarter one, but yeah, there are still some Russian guests, but not as huge as quarter one, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, and I think the star for today's discussion from my list of cards is the reevaluate pricing. So yeah, we've noticed the Trello activity card you wrote in the DM
Yeah.
team regarding the long-term rental price are far too high.
Yeah.
And that's the we've attached the description,
Yeah.
and we've done some analysis actually this morning. Liz and I had a pairing session
Okay.
as soon as the notification come through, and evaluating Villa Asmara at the first section of the activity, we calculated that actually in summary, the price that we've set for the monthly price is actually cheaper than the supposedly priced if we consider the BV commission. So
Okay.
we got the calculation according if we were to attach the BV commission as well as Airbnb commission to the pricing that we have, the monthly price would be 21.49 million. But in COVID price, we have it at 18 million.
See. Okay. Interesting.
Yes. So yeah, that's what for Villa Asmara case. So but then we also we took a look at the prices again, and we've done some adjustment to the prices.
Mhm.
Not a lot, not by a huge margin, because actually one of the friction in spot property, I Mo is also aware of this, that some of the properties operational costs are just really high, and we don't know if it's because of the management or stuff like that, but yeah, it's pretty high. But Yeah, and also the one of the other notes that we want to the result of the meeting is that for Villa Arindra,
Hmm.
like why the price per room is quite high is also because um, we've thought that if someone took one room in this kind of condition, it will be like just like the whole villa, if it makes sense, because no one will book the other rooms. But then the price of the whole villa is already quite cheap. We've also attached it at there.
Okay.
Like the price of the whole villa, I think it's 25, while the price of per room is 16. But we've reduced that to I think 14.
Okay. Here, let's do this, Vidi.
Yes,
Mr. Chair, let's go ahead and we'll have a breakout discussion about this.
yes. We'll
Uh,
have the data discussion at the RM idea, maybe slot one.
okay, so
But
one, and it's to evaluate, basically evaluate should we accept or change the long-term pricing with the, just let's
yes,
say the items on the website right now, right?
correct.
Okay.
But again, the full result of the pairing has been attached in the card.
Okay, thank you
Okay,
for creating that information for me. That
right.
is helpful. Okay, so all right, cool.
Okay, we'll go on to the next card, the list for Lilis RMY00.
Okay, thank you, Philly. So, this one, I also pair with VD and resulting for the code, and the last is the CSV file where there's the value of correlation, and the summary is regarding the correlation. I mean, the amenities to the revenue, the correlation value is all zero. But when we try to reverse it, where revenue to amenities, we have some that result correlation value more than 0.5, which is the amenities includes TV, pool, garden, kitchen, breakfast. Actually, we are confused why when we put the amenities as the X value and the revenue is the Y value, there is a zero. When we put the reverse, we have the correlation value, but the result is like makes sense because when they have facilities like TV, pool, garden, and kitchen, we will have to evaluate the amenities to the price basically, but we don't know yet whether it is affected or not. But we will have that analysis in the next meeting, I think.
Okay.
Okay,
Sir.
thank you, Lilis. Yep, that's a cool result from the PPS. I think it's a new innovation and technology that we are using right now, and that will for sure help revenue management in the future. Okay,
Okay.
next for
Uh,
yep,
I'd like to actually call a breakout meeting on that one too as well. Actually, so let's have a discussion about and the takeaway from this is, I guess this will always go into slot one as well.
yep,
The intended result is how important or how substantial is amenities to
right,
determining revenue
yes, correct.
forecast. Yeah. Okay. All
Okay,
right. Cool.
thank you very much, Mr. Secretary, and then we'll move on to RMU1.
Okay, so U1 is a new task from Wayan, which is I already done the pairing this morning regarding our previous discussion for posting our need in Facebook. So we come a new lead. No, yeah. It's also I need a revision of proposals because when we get leads coming, then we like confused what we should offer because we are an agent. So we would like to revise first for the proposal, and this also for the tomorrow's visit the villa in Bingin actually, and then that's all. The revision will be in the format service. What service we give because we don't have hosting offline hosting now, and the finance system, and also who will be the team inside the proposal. So that's all from the proposal revision. And actually,
Okay.
I also helped Mak Wayan with gaining new leads, but I don't touch the card here because the card is in digital
MD.
market.
All right. Oh,
Yep.
digital marketing.
Thank you.
Okay, no worries.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, Lilis. Any comments for this card or any discussion we want to have after Scrum? No? Okay. Then we'll move to RMZ1. Are there any updates?
Sorry, I have no updates, and I'll just admit it. I haven't been working on this yet,
All
so
right. No worries. No worries.
that's what's happening. Okay.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so the Scrum meeting is done. Any final thoughts maybe from Lilis or Mr. Jing regarding RM?
We probably need some more ideas.
Right.
Yeah,
Discovery,
I
right?
think
Yeah.
we're dry on ideas,
Yeah.
here. But yeah, I think otherwise these are it could be good. These are the most crucial focus points at the moment. But if we want to, let's say, generate more ideas, maybe we need to find some time to do that. I'm proposing if maybe we can use. Normally, we don't have a scrum meeting tomorrow, but would you guys like to have a discussion meeting tomorrow? And that can be optional. Okay. So if you
Right.
like, we can get together for a discussion meeting tomorrow on Thursday to discuss about new ideas or generate some uh, maybe an analysis of the company to see where revenue
Okay.
management.
But I think tomorrow during this time, Lilis has a one-on-one pairing meeting with.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
So
Not one.
maybe,
I thought
uh,
that's today, Lilith, right? With Ara?
Yeah, yesterday I joined the 3C Financer, so it's like rescheduling it.
Right. Okay, so your one-on-one is tomorrow at 4, yeah?
Yeah. Hello?
yep.
Okay. Would you guys want to do it
Yeah.
at 3?
Uh, three, right? So three. I have a schedule with also Kara
Yep.
at 2:30 regarding my live schedule. So
Yeah,
the
I'm
only
fine with it actually.
empty option we have right now, I've merged the calendar, is during the HR Scrum. Do you still join HR Scrum?
Not as much, actually. Okay, so 12 o'clock tomorrow then, yeah?
Yep. So yeah, I from according to the like list, we have only that.
Is it? Yeah,
Yes,
I'm okay with
right.
it. Okay,
So,
so
and also regarding RM chapter as a whole, we also still have a fixed schedule of Tuesday RM Scrum, and I think it made a confusion in my schedule yesterday because some people wanted to pair with me and looked at the RM Scrum.
oh,
So if you told the culture, please set that edit that out during the. So
right.
you can set it out as an option. You can change that as an option.
Okay, got it. Let's go
Yeah,
ahead.
but
Okay.
to clarify, we'll have another discussion regarding ideas tomorrow at 12 p.m. Beta, right?
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
great.
Mr. Secretary, could you please set that up
Schedule that. Yeah,
in the Google calendar and invite all of the RM members?
I will. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that's it for the Scrum. So, any feedback for the chair?
Nope, all good on my side. That's very fluent. That's pretty much the yeah. That's the state of grace. That's like the end state where it should be.
Okay, thank you very much. Lilis, what about you? Lilis, okay. I think she froze, right? Okay, I think I'll take that as a pending suggestion. We'll go to the discussion idea on our RM idea board.
Okay.
So I'll share my screen on RM idea
Wow,
board.
it's so quick. You can just do this from Slack now. Amazing.
Wait, application window, right? Discussion management board, revenue management.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah, correct. So uh, we have some idea, I think, from is this inquiry optimization a new discussion, sir?
Yeah. So what I noticed was actually this. This is the takeaway. Well, let me actually first add the secretary. I'd like to add the two other discussion topics that we
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to
yeah.
have. One
Please.
was along the long-term rental pricing, and this one, let me share my screen, yeah, if
Okay.
I may.
Yeah.
So I wanna just show you what I see. So this is what I see right now. I'm gonna split my screen, and I'll show you kind of like what's going on. So there's bukitVista.com. Okay. Let's see if we got indexed already. Where is it? 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 Oh, okay. All right. Not yet. Bukit Vista long term. See if the pricing page got indexed yet. Nope. Okay. Not indexed yet. So then I need to go over here to where is it? Did Diva send it over to me here? Where did it go? Okay, let me just open Trello. Okay, so I'm opening Trello real quick. Hopefully this will allow me to see the website. All right, so what I would like to do is I'll show you guys, what's happened here? Oh, it's waiting for a meeting. I'll show you guys what's going on. Okay, right? Okay, here we go. All right, here it is. I'll show you what the web page looks like with our long-term deals, and then I'll show you what the okay, here it is, poly long-term deals. And then I'll split the screen, and then I'll show you what I'm finding on Facebook. And I just want to make sure that I'm not smoking crack either. So sometimes I do get these things mixed up. So okay, all right. So then I'm going to go to Facebook, and I'm going to compare the deals that we have on our site with the deals that I can find on Facebook. Now, the takeaway is this. So the takeaway is that if we're not offering anything that is competitive on the market, then we're not going to get any inquiries, or we're not going to get any bookings, right? So
Yep.
we need to decide what side is more urgent right now. Do we negotiate with guests, or do we negotiate with partners? So inevitably, there is no negotiating with guests right now because there are not a lot of guests, and there's no negotiating with people when they have every option in the world. So let's take a look and see. So basically, my point is this: if what we find on Facebook is that people are offering cheaper and better value than us, then we won't get any bookings. Okay, so let's just go ahead and take a look. Let's say South Bali accommodation rental. Okay, so we'll take a look at some of the options here. All right, so this is luxury view suites, room 1, 2, 3, 4, breakfast. Okay, monthly 8.95 million plus electricity. Okay, 8.95 million. Let's take a look at what this is. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's very nice furnishing. It has a view. Okay, it's got a pool. So this is probably something close to Arindra, right? But it's also in a location that's fairly more central too as well. So a little bit better. It's the Canggu Seminyak Umlas area. So that's a pretty desirable area, and it's selling for about 9 million. Okay, let's take a look at this one. This is an artist villa. This is a villa that is 2 bedrooms, 19 million. It has its own pool. It's located in Ubud, and okay, it's got like, oh wow, it's pretty cool. It's got its own private pool overlooking a jungle. Okay, partially outdoors. A little bit maybe like the Bukit Vista, like 1.0 villas, right? It's selling for about 15 million a month. Okay, so that's an entire villa. Okay, then let's take a look at this one. This is something that's selling for 38 million for 7 bedrooms, and this is selling for, oh, this one's a little bit crazy. This is a yearly rental at 250 million. This is a 5-bedroom Canggu villa. This is renting at, don't know. Okay, so no price here. This one is renting as a 2-bedroom house at 230 million a year. Okay, 2 bedrooms at 125 rupiah. Doesn't make any sense. Yes, this is 35 million for 7 bedrooms. Okay. This is beachfront, I think. Villa Imperanan, and this one, oh, this is off plan. So this has not been built yet. Okay, this is a villa. There's an Airbnb link over here, and let's just take a look. Okay, see what we're selling it for. This is a $54 a night. So I guess okay. So this is a pool villa with 3 bedrooms at $54 a night. Let's see if they have a monthly rate on this one. Can't really tell. Okay. All right. And this is the same villa that we just saw. This is 200. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at what we have. We're priced in dollars, and we got a cottage here at $608 to IDR. So we are renting at close to about 9 million for a cottage. Okay. And then we're renting a room at Persuaded, which is in kind of like one of the most difficult areas in this. Right, it's at 9.6 million. This is for a single room. Okay, and then let's see what else we got. We got a little bungalow cabin that's renting pretty much at daily rate times 30. It's usually about 25 to 30 a day. So now it's actually renting out for a little bit more than daily rate times 30. And okay, we have COVID cleaning. That's cool. And we have Kanha, which is renting out at 15 million. All right. And we have Bodas, which is renting out at 18 million. Okay. All right. None of these are essentially very competitive with what somebody can go onto these sites and see. Now, so my question is this: if other owners are able to do it for less, why can't these people do it for the same price, right?
Because we have the multiplier of commission by 0.8, sir.
Okay. So here's the question then in this particular regard. Can this still be done using our commission model, or does something else need to change in order for this to work? Let's say, for example, we took no commission on this. It would still be 960, right? 960 USD to IDR. It would still be 14 million for a 2-bedroom pool villa in a not so popular area with not so many options for, let's say, somebody who's under quarantine. So I think even if we removed our commission, these prices are still high. Now, let's rewind a little bit, right? Let's rewind a little bit to what fixed costs are. So what is the fixed cost for actually Kanha right now? It's paying the 2 workers there, right? What is the variable costs? I don't know. I guess we can ask them how much they paid for water and electricity for getting zero people in their villa right now. So unless we can get this number of 1,152 to a level where I think it's at market price and we can still make something. And once again, let's look at what other people are selling for too as well. They have costs as well, and they have budget to this. So how is it that even without our commission, other people can still sell for lower than us in a more competitive area? I don't know, right? So the end goal is to get the price to match on this side of the market. We need to get something such that a customer who sees that goes, I don't need to think about it. That's great. I'll book it. But as long as we have such a huge difference between the value of what we sell versus the value of what you can get on Facebook, nobody will buy from us, right, at the moment. So especially this one, which I know is completely ridiculous. Malindo is one of our least effective properties, and it's selling for the most amount of money. It gets, nobody wants it, right? So if the owner has a high fixed cost, is that the owner's inefficiency, or is it their own margin that they're trying to protect, or what is it? The market does not really agree that that is a correct price for Malindo. Um, Neither does I think the market agree, in particular, that something that gets as infrequently as Puri Sabina Villa should be priced as high as that particular number right there, right? That is 2,800 USD to IDR. That is more than a 7-bedroom pool villa in Seminyak. Does that make sense? It does not make sense, right? So I think we need to just double check whether or not these values are actually market values that would sell. Okay, so that I think is pretty vital. And we also have to go back to this idea: owners generally will not tell you what their end price is, but they will respond to offers. Meaning, like if you went to Malindo right now and you said, "I'll give you $500 for this villa," they would say yes. I'm pretty sure they would say yes because they've done it before in the past. So in this particular case, I think it's about how do we actually activate a inquiry rather than how do we actually try to get the owner at the highest price that they said 2 months ago. Okay, so we got to get these prices to work. Otherwise, we don't have anything. If it's about commission, okay, all right. Let's think about how maybe we can structure the commission so that it doesn't make such a ridiculous case. But there is no way anyone can tell me that Malindo is worth triple what Villa Asmara is. Am I right? Yeah. Okay. So let's definitely do prices.
So actually, I have a question.
Okay.
Uh, Maybe first, I also evaluate the price with D. We agree that maybe for Malindo and also Sabina, we will evaluate because tomorrow
Oh yeah.
we will have discussion with Reza. And maybe my question is first, we think that the price that DM asked us is for the September rate, which is for
All
the
right.
Asia exchange. That's my first insight when DM asked price for me. So it's just like we have other insight that September maybe is because on June some activities in Bali will be reopen again.
Sure.
So maybe we will have more activities on that. So it's just like I'm asking, what is the purpose of this page actually, sir?
It's for everything. Also, I mean,
Yeah, that's all, sir.
I don't think necessarily that. Uh, okay, Asia Exchange is probably going to come in September, but I mean, it. Okay, all right. Maybe if we're forecasting that September is going to do better than right now, but also this is just a place where we're going to put our long term rental deals, right? So the problem that this is trying to fix right now is that we know that long term deals are working, right? That's something that we have seen. But there is no easy way for anybody in the world to figure out what is Bukit Vista selling long term, right? We have to go all to Facebook groups. We post it all over the world. But where does somebody go if they need to find out on our side where this information is? So that was the idea of creating a long-term rental page. Is it useful for Asia Exchange? Yeah, certainly. Is it useful for somebody just who stumbles upon the website? Yes, certainly. Is it useful for? It's useful for all kinds of things, Lilis. Let's say, for example, if a HAR person, brand new here, wants to find out what are the long-term deals we have, then you guys won't have to keep on like saying, coordinating through Slack groups. You can just put the deals up on a website, and that becomes a single source of truth for all long-term deals. So I believe that any long-term deal should begin with what's real right now.
Okay, so it's not specifically made for the.
No, I mean it was inspired by Asia Exchange. Yes, Asia Exchange came to us. They asked, "Hey, do you have any long-term deals?" And we said, "Yeah, okay, all right, we can work from." But I
Yes,
think,
sir. So, from your explanation, I could take that.
yes, but here's the facts too, right? I think whether for Asia Exchange or not, people are going to look on Facebook still, right, to look for deals. And if they
Yep.
see that we
Okay,
are
sir.
offering We are. Look at this. This is clear, right? 2 bedroom villa, all bills paid for in Seminyak, 15 million. We offer a room in a shared complex for the same in Jimbaran. Um, this one is like, yeah, you can see it's close to everything, right? Will a student look on a Facebook group? Yeah, yeah, they will. That's Asia Exchange goes and they shop there too, right? So I think what we need to do is we need to actually be realistic. We have to be, let's say, we can't assume that we have a little private market that nobody will double check our figures. That day and age is over. So whatever we host needs to make sense with other things, right? We need to say, hey, look, we are competitive to products in Seminyak. We're competitive to products in all over the world, right? So it's not all over the world, but let's say all over Bali. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so let's not like go over here list Malindo for these things are crazy. These things, any person would just look at it and they would laugh. They would go, "What makes you think you can get that?" And we would laugh. We should laugh too. We should know if they're ridiculous before an owner knows if they're ridiculous, right? And then we need to tell the owner that's ridiculous. Nobody pays that much for this type of product at this point. You can go with this price, and this is a more realistic price that can get you a sale. Okay, so why is that important? It's related to brand. People come to Bukit Vista to get a deal, right? They come here because they know that we are pricing effectively. But when they see that, then we'll just be known as like kind of like these ridiculous companies that sell properties for like $3,000-4,000 a night, but they never get a booking, right? So you definitely want to be realistic. So all I'm saying here is just double check. You guys are the market experts on this, right? Double check. You guys are doing deals, transactions on Facebook, whatnot. But just check what things are on Facebook, and just before you list something, ask yourself: would you stay there? Would you pay that price for that particular property? Because ultimately, that is the side that matters more than what the owner wants at this point. Okay, so that's the grand takeaway from this. We get our 20% for keeping real owners realistic, because we get zero when we start offering prices like this. Okay, just double check across all the other groups. I might be crazy. I don't think I am because I checked and I saw that I didn't see anybody as expensive as we are or offering as little value in exchange as we do. Sure, we have COVID safe cleaning. I think that part adds maybe a 15 to 20% buffer on top of, let's say, maybe anybody else, which is great, but not 100% over, not 200% over. That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, so that's it. Is this for Asia Exchange? Yes, it's for Asia Exchange and anybody else who's looking for a long-term rental in the world in Bali. Okay, so that's all I need you guys to do.
Okay, so
just be careful now.
second question. First, you only asked us to list the property in Jimbaran and also Samina. Because the now ID fund it is not only for Asia Exchange. Do you need another properties like because you put this page for everybody, so maybe they're not only looking for Jimbaran, so it's like asking for more details
Okay.
in the page.
I need you guys also to think about this holistically, right? Why are we doing this, right? Why are we posting a long-term rental page on our website? It's to get revenue, right? So yes, it's inspired by Asia Exchange, but the reason we're doing this is to get revenue. So that's it. Let's just think about this a little bit more like how can we use this page to get revenue at this moment. That's it. Simple as that, right? And I leave it up to you guys to determine what is the correct. If it was for revenue purposes, right? This is why we have a mission, right? We don't do things just to do things. It connects to a certain mission, and it connects to initiatives, and it connects to a theme. So this is definitely a survival theme. We're doing this to survive, not to do marketing, not to do branding, but we're doing this to survive because this has direct impact on survival. But when I see, like, let's say prices that are completely off board, 6,900 a month, I mean, that villa never even got that, please, even during the best time. Bahagia never got 6,900. Like I got that maybe 1 month of the year. Now they're asking for that every month during the worst crisis of, come on, that just doesn't make any sense, right? We can do better than that. We need to spend a little bit more on persuasion and not just listen to whatever comes in. This is crazy. 4,000 a month in Seminyak, competing with all the other villas that are 20 million. You know, it's that's what I'm asking for. Okay, I'm asking for a little bit more scruples and to just double check the prices, make sure that they are compatible with market prices. The more people that see this, the more people they're going to think we're ridiculous, right? Owners will always ask for whatever they can get, but it's up to us to keep things realistic and create transactions, not prices. Okay, so think about how you want to create that collection. Yes, this is targeting Asia Exchange in September. Yes, but do we plan on making any revenue between now and September? I hope so, right? And is this useful for other purposes besides the exchange? Yes, it is, right? And yes, the request initially was, let's create a list of properties that are available. I'm not upset about the list of properties. I'm more concerned about how there was no scrutiny in checking out what the market was doing. You guys are market specialists. You should know what prices are happening in the market right now. But when we're releasing things that are orders of magnitude above what anybody else is, it makes our brand look irrelevant to a customer. They will bounce right off of this and just transact on Facebook because there's no value doing this, right? Okay, so let's kind of drill down again. I know owners gave us some information about what their costs are. Of course, you know, everyone's cost is infinite, I'm sure, but it does not keep us competitive, right? The end cost that matters is that we need something that looks at least in the same ballpark as what you can find on Facebook, right? Unless you believe that everything on Facebook is a hoax, unless you believe that everything there is just bullshit that's meant to distract people, then if you can prove that all those are fake prices with fake villas, then okay, we don't need to do that, right? But I don't think so. I think those are actually transacting because we've had some transactions ourselves. So think about that, okay? That's where the discrepancy is, and that's the only thing that we need to get right. What is the market offering? Are we offering something that's in the market range? Okay? Clear?
Clear, sir. But I actually want to ask, like,
Okay.
maybe discuss something. So, I'm actually a little bit confused right now because first it's about the getting revenue through websites, sir. Because I remember you specifically said that we are not trying to get revenue from our website, and we've suggested this idea before, and that yeah, it just doesn't make sense. And
I know. Okay.
the second one also about
Let's
Facebook.
connect the dots. Okay, so
Yeah, right.
I see that. Revenue off of a website in the traditional sense means that, like, instead of Airbnb, we're using our own website to, let's say, promote our own properties to get revenue off of that.
Yes, yes, yes.
This is not really an Airbnb product anymore, right? People do
Okay.
not really go on Airbnb to find month-long rentals. So we have a marketing problem right now. We know the deals that we should be marketing, right? That's what we're putting out on Facebook, on Instagram, all that all the time. But do we have a database of where all those deals are? Yes, we do. It's inside your list of monthly prices. Is that database visible to anybody besides yourselves right now? It is not, because it is not being published out to the outside world. So in this particular circumstance, it is a matter of transparency. How can we take the deals that we know are happening, are possible right now, and then showcase it so that anybody who's coming by can actually see it and have some visibility? So I know that, okay, that might, it's like we're not using the website to promote, to make revenue. Yeah, but we're using the website to be a reference point at this moment. So we're using the website so that people who are interested in it can at least see us. And also, this becomes our single source of truth. So that, let's say, anybody who's working knows that, oh, just check the long-term value page at Bukit Vista. and long-term rental page, and you can find out what's going on there. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
This is just it's not
Is
a
this temporary, sir?
as a what?
Is this temporary?
I don't know. It depends. It depends how long, let's say, this thing goes on. Maybe this is a permanent pivot into something else. The website right now in this particular function is just so that we can coordinate all the deals on one transparent source so that guests can see it, we can see it, and everyone can see it, right? Like before we didn't even have this, I didn't even know we had this type of monthly expectation rates, right?
We have it at
I know, it's written somewhere, but when it goes public, then everyone all of a sudden sees it, right? So just alone based on that video, that's good, right? That's good. Now we're all aware, and we have a single source of truth. And I know, guests know, everybody in the world knows what essentially is the monthly rate now for our properties, which is great. That's exactly why we published it. So how long this will continue, I don't know. I guess if it starts getting bookings, then maybe this is successful, and we can do more monthly rentals this way. This should belong to an initiative of Survive on monthly rentals, right? But unfortunately, I think the way it was labeled is it's going on branding right now, and so that's why this discussion is happening. But it's nobody's fault. I'm not blaming anybody. But I'm also like a little bit, for me, it's just a little bit confusing why we weren't detecting the rates were just so high, right? It's our job as revenue managers to keep our community guided in the correct pathway, right? So when we do work on Facebook, we see what market's selling on Facebook, and then we see what people want to sell. We go, wait, hold on a second. That doesn't make any sense. Nobody would buy that. And we should stop that, right? So it's no fault of you guys in particular, besides for, I think, that the idea of being scrupulous, I guess. And you got to see that number, and you got to wonder, is that number actually a real price? So the fault didn't happen at the website, I would say. The fault happened back when we accepted it as a monthly price after knowing what we know by transacting on Facebook. That's where the fault, I think, was. The website just made things more transparent so we could see it, right? And I see it, right? Before I might not have been knowledgeable about it. But that's where the fault happened. Not at this stage, but back months ago when we accepted $6,900 as an acceptable monthly rate for Villa Bahia. That's where the fault happened, okay? So that's what I'm saying. If it is a monthly rate, and we need to negotiate, then we need to get these owners back into a place where the prices are right. When the prices are right, then the inquiries will go up and the traffic will go up and we will get started again. But if the prices are like this, then everything will be jammed, right? And nothing will transact. Okay, is that clear now? Please tell me that part.
And also, sir, do you want to market this also in Facebook right now? Because we've started.
No, I don't want to market this stuff. That's
because if we refer to Airbnb price, the price we set for each day and week and month makes sense according to the price scraper.
I see a lot of these prices are daily price times 30. Am I right?
No, so it's daily price times 28 multiplied by a multiplier of 0.85 to 0.9.
Okay, that's where we have also a okay. Monthly price can never be multiplied that way. We kind of know that already, right? Monthly price is generally just take a look at it, right? Like take a look at Villa Esmar. Take a look at Villa Esmar. All right, let's assume that 13 million divided by 0.8, we sell it for 16 million with our commission, right? So 16 million is $1,000. Okay, $1,000 is a rate of $30 a day, $33 a day. What is the minimum we generally charge for that? Generally between 90 to 120, 3 times more than what the monthly daily rate would be. So, it's more like daily rate times 10 rather than daily rate times 20 or times 28. Okay, so I think in this particular category, we need to think about how monthly rates are significantly different in the way we calculate them than a daily rate is. Okay, because otherwise we get crazy shit, and crazy shit ain't good. Um, do we want to advertise and do things on Facebook? Yes, absolutely, right? But this is a matter of controlling the prices so that we do not look ridiculous in the market space. As soon as we look ridiculous, we start losing ranking, nobody visits, and you get all the way backslided to the end of the line. Now, this is okay right now because there's no positive network effects that happen on a website, right? It's limited by traffic. But do this on Airbnb and you get marched all the way to the bottom of rankings fairly quickly. So that's all I'm saying. Okay, let's as revenue managers be very conscious of what the market price is for the category of product that we're selling, and let's not make any judgments about this being wrong. Okay, is this clear, Vidi, now?
Yeah, but so I guess the actual action we can take is get the list of prices in Facebook and see whether we're smoking crack. Yeah, so we have the quantitative data.
Yeah, get we got supply side prices. Let's also look for demand side prices, right? Because ultimately demand side prices is what drives transactions. Supply side prices are crazy. Look at this. This is 6,900. This is 2,400, and these happen to be the worst properties, right? These are the least booked properties, and they're asking for the highest rates. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense at all. This got booked the least in all of Region 1, and this got booked next to the least in Region 1. So this isn't a, we have to think of it, I think of, go back to the customer. Think about it from a customer point of view. Does it actually make sense? And if it doesn't, you got to stop that price. You got to say, hey, look, sir, ma'am, you're offering a price or you're setting a price that just doesn't make any sense, and control that. 101 on marketing, 101 on marketing, 101 on pricing is it has to be competitive in the market. Okay, so that's it. The rest of this is done really well. I like the content. I like the flow. This all is really cool, but without, let's say, Vidi, your idea of going to Facebook is good, but really pretend you are a guest, right? Pretend you're a guest and think about all the different ways that you would go to look for a deal right now, right? Pretend that you're gonna try to save 20%. You're gonna try to save 40% on your villas. Where would you go? And that is where we need to be looking for comparable pricing. Okay, we don't have too much time because we need to pivot now over to the owner discussion. So the second discussion topic, I think we can actually move over for tomorrow at 12. Okay, so so I think we just got like about 2 minutes here, but the takeaway is please, please, please. I thought this would be, Lilith. Is this part clear for you now? Yeah. Okay. So not about this, but
Yes.
okay. Just make sure that what you see on Facebook, what you see wherever else, it makes sense. Because Vidi, remember what initiative was it about creating a product to converge to the market price? That was your initiative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. That's what we're doing. We're creating a new product. This is a monthly rental, and it needs to converge, and we need to get everyone to meet at that price. Lilith, how much did Villa Aura go for?
A room, sir?
Villa Aura, how much did you sell Villa Aura for? A room.
Aura. It's a room for 10 million a month,
There you
and
go.
Aura is 15 million a month.
There you go. Now that's in which location was that in?
Sorry, sir? Location.
Which locations were those in?
Sanur and Seminyak.
Right. And is Seminyak generally a more desirable location than Purigading?
Mm.
Okay. So then Kanha shouldn't be priced more than that, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I mean, we understand now, but things that I would like to say is just because our misconception first. Because
Okay.
firstly, because you create the cart because Asia Exchange, right? So it's just like we also only focus on the property that is desired by Asia Exchange. So in the future, I mean, from tomorrow, we will modify it again. I already arranged meeting also with Kiba
Okay. Thank
for
you. Thank you.
more clear.
Yeah.
Content.
Okay, so the thought process I had was that we already had, like, let's say, a portfolio of properties already for monthly rental. So I just told Viva, hey, you can probably get that information from revenue management, and they can just work with you on
Yep.
that. So okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. So let's be clear on that, because pricing is everything these days. If the pricing isn't right, then there's no traffic, there's no visibility. All this stuff is in vain. So we really need to get the pricing right. And if you guys need help with negotiating with owners, call me. I'm really good at getting owners to go down. Sometimes I try. I try a lot. Sometimes I fail, but I will push all day long to get sales rather than vanity prices. Okay. All right. Ladies, gentlemen, we'll see you guys over in BB Scrum. Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. All right. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Didi.